The ugly Republican primary that hasn't even really started yet is already so ugly that the next year and a half is truly going to be insane. Donald Trump is now relentlessly pounding Ron DeSantis, who isn't even running against him yet. And this is a fascinating line of attack that Trump is starting to use regarding Social Security and Medicare, because he's effectively attacking Ron DeSantis from the left while attacking many other Republicans from the right. And of course, it's a reminder that none of this is about the facts. None of this is about reality. This is all about what can I come up with to insult my opponents. If Trump perceives that it's to his advantage to say you're not to the right enough, he calls you a rhino. If Trump finds that he actually benefits from attacking you from the left, he'll do what he's doing with Ron DeSantis. And let's take a look at that. And remember, Trump is posting every single day to Truth Social about Ron DeSantis.
Truth Central.
Trump posting, quote, Ron DeSantis voted 3 times to cut and destroy Social Security and increase the age requirement to at least 70. Likewise, he voted to radically cut Medicare. He is a disciple of Rhino Paul Ryan. What do you expect? This is so funny because calling Paul Ryan a rhino is a suggestion that Ryan isn't right enough. But the cutting of Social Security and Medicare being opposed is almost like opposing something from the left. It's a mishmash, unintelligible criticism. But the most important thing is it's really not super accurate. And as I mentioned last week, Ron DeSantis voted 3 times for a Republican study committee budget resolution. This was in 2013 and 2014 and 2015. Now, those resolutions failed. If they had passed, they were non-binding resolutions to look at pushing the retirement age of Social Security to 70. To be crystal clear with you, I'm against that. Ron DeSantis seemed interested in doing it, and it would be a fair criticism. But to say DeSantis voted to cut Social Security is a bit of an exaggeration. Doesn't matter. It's interesting that this is the line of attack that Trump is taking. Whether it's a vote for a cut kind of depends on what you consider a vote and what you consider a cut. But Trump's not stopping there. Trump also now attacking Ron DeSantis by saying, yeah, Florida's great, but it has nothing to do with you. Posting a troth in all capital letters, quote, Florida was doing great for many years long before Ron DeSantis got there. The sunshine and ocean are wonderful things to have. And then continuing to attack DeSantis, who again, remember, he's not running yet, with a post that says, quote, polls show me doing substantially better against hopeless Joe Biden than DeSantis would do. An early forerunner again, would be the 2020 election, where I did much better than in 2016, getting more votes than any sitting president in history. That election, however, was massively rigged. They used the China virus, the FBI, Twitter, and Facebook, and ballot stuffing in order to cheat. Good Republicans won't let that happen again. Get ready for a year and a half of this stuff. And then Trump even more with the polls, saying, quote, the most recent New Hampshire poll has me substantially leading both Ron DeSantis and Rhino Governor Chris Sununu, who the voters in New Hampshire are getting very tired of, and unlike his father, does nothing to help the Republican Party. Ron's cutting of Social Security and Medicare would devastate New Hampshire. No way they'd vote for him. Now, what is the truth of the polling stuff? You know, the truth is that it really varies. It is true that Trump is polling better than DeSantis in most polls. But the degree to which he's polling better than DeSantis really varies. In one poll, it's 25. In another poll, it's 21. But in some polls, it's Trump +8. There is a poll that has DeSantis ahead. There's a poll that has Trump ahead by only 2. So it really does vary pretty dramatically. That being said, Trump clearly has identified DeSantis as his #1 contender. The polling certainly coincides with that. So do the CPAC straw poll results, which we'll look at in a little bit more detail tomorrow. But Trump is obsessed, and this is what we can expect for the next 18 months. And remember, DeSantis hasn't even announced yet. If and when DeSantis announces, it is going to be insane. Imagine for a second that you try logging into your email account only to find that your password was changed an hour ago. And then you get notifications of activity from your bank and then your credit cards. That is what identity theft is like, and it's a horrible feeling. And we dealt with it at the show not that long ago, but now I have an app called Aura, which gives me much more peace of mind. Our sponsor, Aura, is the all-in-one solution for keeping your online account safe, because Aura will scan the dark web for your personal info, passwords, social security number, and you get fast alerts when they find something. You also get fast alerts about credit inquiries. Aura protects all of your devices from malware. Aura even requests the removal of your info from data broker sites, and Aura helps you manage what your kids can do on their devices. You can restrict certain apps, set screen time limits, set focus times when you need them off of devices. Go to aura.com/Pacman to try it free for 7 days. Your login credentials might already be floating around out there, and Aura will tell you instantly for free. The link is down below.